Yo, what's going on, y'all? Today I want to give y'all my thoughts and just how I'm feeling with the brand new zombies map, Astra Malorum. And I don't know, I'm a little disappointed by this map, and I don't know. I feel like I was expecting a whole lot more than what we actually got. Just based on how Kevin Drew was hyping this map up, there really wasn't much to this map. The best way I can describe this map, in short, is that it's like Liberty Falls, but in space. And I don't know how I feel about that. Now, I want to go on and talk about the pros and cons with this map, what I liked and what I disliked. And I'm going to start off with the positives of this map. Right off the rip, the atmosphere. The atmosphere on this map is one of the best atmospheres we have gotten in modern zombies, at least. This map is just gorgeous. Each area looks cool. It's very unique. I mean, you have Saturn in the background. It's very sick. And then not only that, for the Easter egg, you get to go to Mars, and it's basically like Shangri-La, which kind of confirms that Shangri-La is in Mars, which I thought was really cool because if you know me, Shangri-La is like one of my favorite maps, so seeing that was really cool. Atmosphere, one of the best we have gotten in quite a while, in my opinion, and I loved every bit of it when it comes to atmosphere. Next thing I want to talk about that I really liked was the brand new wonder weapon. I know a lot of people think it's a little weak, but I thought it was pretty fun to use. It's kind of like a shotgun in a way. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe how it was like, but I thought it was really fun. I think it looks really cool. The wonder weapon, probably one of the cooler looking wonder weapons we've gotten. I know we got the gauntlet, which was really cool. I don't think it's better than the gauntlet. I think the gauntlet was better than this gun. I don't know how this gun is like in high rounds, but based on what I've used and what I've seen with it, I don't think it's really that good in high rounds. But when it comes to like, you know, doing the boss fight and like the Easter egg, it's really good. It's a very solid wonder weapon, and I thought they did a great job with it. Next thing I want to talk about is the boss, Oscar. I know a lot of people are complaining about this guy and how he's like too strong, but y'all, I don't think y'all realize what type of boss this boss is trying to be. It's basically trying to be like George Romero, which I thought was really, really cool, and I've been wanting something like this for quite a while. And I think it's funny that the last time we seen something like this was on Moon, and then the next time we see it was on another space map, which is, well, obviously this one. And I think he's really cool. I do have one complaint. I think trying to get him to like certain spots, like for the wonder weapon quest, is very tedious and annoying. I wish when he like you shot down his laser, he would kind of like chase you. I know he gets faster in each round when it gets higher up in the higher rounds, which is pretty cool. But I kind of just wish he kind of acted more like George Romero. When you shot George, he would chase you. I kind of wish that's how it was with him, because trying to like, you know, get him to a certain area, it's very, very annoying. And I really did not like the quest for the wonder weapon compared to the last map. I thought the wonder weapon quest for this map was not good, actually. But other than that, Oscar I thought was a really cool boss. His design is amazing. His like little voice lines and all that is really good. I like how one of the Easter egg steps, you have to like sneak up on him and like hear a code. I thought that was really cool. Overall, this is probably one of my favorite bosses in the game. I like him more than the bear, which are, I know they both play very differently, but I just love this type of style for bosses. So yeah, I'm glad they finally brought it back, as it's been way too long since we have seen a boss style like this, and I thought it was really good. And that is about it for the pros. Let's go on with what I did not like with this map. And right off the rip, I feel like there was not a lot to do. Outside of doing the Easter egg and the wonder weapon quests, there really isn't much to do on this map compared to like what Ashes brought. Maybe, I don't know, maybe curse mode would, you know, make things better on this map. I have not yet to play curse mode on this map, so maybe that will change my opinion on that. But right now, outside of just doing the wonder weapon and the Easter egg, there really isn't much to do on this map. Like I said, this map is very like similar to like Liberty Falls in a way. It's like if Liberty Falls actually had an atmosphere and was actually good, you know? That's how I feel with this map. And I'm a little disappointed. Maybe this could totally be my fault for, you know, expecting too much from, but it's just, I feel like the way they're advertising it and what Kevin Drew was talking about is that there's going to be a ton of things to do on this map. But I don't know, there really isn't much to do outside of doing the Wonder Weapon quest and the Easter egg. There really isn't much. Another thing I did not like is how small this map is. Like I said, it's like the same size as Liberty Falls, but it's in, you know, it's like Liberty Falls in space. That's what I've gotten through this entire map when I was playing. The map is just way too tiny. I kind of wish there was like an extra area. I mean, we have the Mars area. I kind of wish that was also like a part of the map outside of doing the Easter egg, you know? But I don't know. This map is like way too tiny. And not only that, this map only has 6 perks, which is such a huge downgrade to Ashes, where we had, I think, almost every single perk on that map. And going from Ashes to this, where there's only 6, just does not feel good at all. I really do wish they add more perks. Double Tap, PhD, Voltrade. The perks that they have without the Wonder Fizz are like some of the most mid perks, like Stamina Up, Quick Revive, Mule Kick, Jug, and Speed Cola. I think those are it when it comes to perks, which is just absolutely terrible. And I hate the way the Wonder Fizz perk system works. It just feels like the map is trying to force you to use Perkaholics, which that's just not good map design in my opinion. So yeah, that didn't really feel good for me when it comes to, you know, trying to set up and grab perks. It does not feel great at all. Another negative that I have is I feel like this map's Easter egg was very short. I kind of wish there was a little bit more. There's like 4 steps in total outside of getting the Wonder Weapon. And some of the steps I thought were really cool. I thought aligning the planets was really cool. I didn't really like the bookshelf step that much. I don't know. That was a little tedious. And I thought the whole Easter egg steps in Mars was really cool. That was probably my favorite portion of the Easter egg, was doing all the puzzles on Mars. I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. But yeah, this map's Easter egg was very short. And then let's talk about this boss fight. I am not a fan of this boss fight at all. At least solo. I have not done this co-op. Maybe it's better on co-op, but doing this boss solo was a headache. The first 3 phases were like stupid easy, and then the 4th phase, it's just like out of nowhere, like crazy hard. I don't know if I was, you know, maybe it's a skill issue, but you just can't dodge any of his attacks, and it's just like, I hate when a map's boss kind of like forces you to use Gobblegums. That is just not good boss design. It's the same problem with the last boss fucking zombie with Ashes, where that boss you're kind of forced to use Gobblegums. This one you're kind of forced to use Gobblegums again. At least solo you do, and that's just not good boss design. It's almost impossible to dodge some of his attacks, and like the zero gravity just makes it where you're like super slow. I absolutely do not like this boss. I think this boss was not good at all when it comes to design and trying to dodge his attacks. It's damn near impossible. Yeah, I don't think that's good at all. I think this boss was actually worse than the last map's boss. I think I enjoyed the last map's boss a lot more than this one, which is kind of surprising because I did not like the last map's boss at all. Yeah, I was not a fan of this map's boss. And then the Easter egg cutscene. I don't know where this game's story is going. I don't really care about the game story at all. But I try to try to understand it, but I have no idea where this is even going. There are leaks that we're going to Alpha Omega next, which I don't know how that's even gonna happen, because we're like getting dragged down to hell. Maybe Alpha Omega is the real hell, because God, I really hope that leak is not true, because Alpha Omega is like one of my least favorite maps of all time, and I don't think there's anything that can save that map. But overall, I did not like this map's boss. I thought the boss was really bad. It's probably one of my least favorites. It's up there as one of my least favorites. I don't like this map's layout. It's way too small. The Easter egg is way too short. In general, it feels like this map was low-key kind of rushed. And that kind of makes sense. I mean, we got this game came out like 3 weeks ago, and we already got a zombies map, which is, I mean, that is great, But at the same time, it's like, man, this map really needs like more stuff within it, because honestly, I don't really plan on coming back to this map outside of, you know, doing it in curse mode, but there's really not much to do on this map, and I was a little underwhelmed with how much there is to do. And maybe this could obviously again be my fault for expecting way too much, but I don't know. This map just feels like a Liberty Falls but in space, and I don't really like that. Atmosphere wise, it's one of my favorites, but gameplay wise and just content to do on this map, there's not a lot, and I'm not a fan of it. But yeah, if I had to rate this map out of 10, I would probably have to give it like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7. Maybe curse mode will bring it up to a 7. I gave Ashes of the Dam like an 8 out of 10. So definitely a big downgrade from Ashes. I think Ashes is definitely a better map than this one. But yeah, I was a little disappointed with this map. I don't know. Let me know how y'all are feeling with this map down in the comments. If you like it or if you dislike it, let me know down. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.